Hey, chickadees, welcome into today's episode. Today, we've got a recipe for ascension and enlightenment. And the cards came out of the Oracle, the Seven Energies deck by Colette Baron Reed, my friend. And there are three cards, as usual. The first card is related to the heart chakra. And the last two, the second and third cards, are related to the crown chakra. So, we'll just get the cards out and then we'll talk about them. Card 26 is the first card that came out. This is the heart chakra card, and it's great big love. The second card that came out is card 45. This is beyond the ordinary. Beyond the ordinary. Crown chakra card. Third card, crown chakra card. Card number 48, a burst of magic. So the question is, how is this kind of a recipe for ascension? Well, we get our heart into what's called heart resonance. We get it vibrating at a very high frequency, right? That's called heart coherence or heart resonance. And it couples with a very highly vibrating and high frequency vibration of the pineal gland, which is actually at the third eye. And that together provides you what you need to connect with spirit. And so when we look at great big love, this card is talking about what we call the thymus gland, which is just on the top of the heart chakra. That's the actual gland that you're going to vibrate when you're doing meditation. And you're literally just thinking about it, thinking about building love in that gland and watching it respond to you intentionally, building love. And we're going to come out with some meditations. When the book Shift comes out, we're going to have meditations that help you intentionally do this. So, and it's not just, it is unconditional love, and it's love in general for every living thing and everything around you, right? It also, what it shows up looking like after you've done this for a while is really healthy and harmonious relationships with people and with other animals and other beings. Looks like collaboration. It looks like a healthy balance and a healthy understanding of interdependence with other beings in our lives. That's kind of how it shows up. But we can turn the dial up on that. And when we do that and we turn the dial up on our pineal gland, that's when the real magic happens. So when we talk about beyond the ordinary and we talk about the burst of magic, the beyond the ordinary is the gateway card. It's the connection with spirit, connection with the divine, however you name it. But it's that connection, and it's beginning to get in touch with the mystical in your life and understanding what that is. And it is related to the crown chakra, which is thought, the thought energy in the seven energies deck here. And so that's what we're really doing, is really connecting with the things that we don't see. This is why it's beyond the ordinary, right? The ordinary is like our dense three-dimensional world, like this door back here and the plant and the picture, the dense things that are around us every day. What we're doing is going beyond that, looking beyond that at what the mystical and the unseen is, and getting in touch with that divine nature of things. And then the result that comes out of that is the burst of magic. Right? So the burst of magic card, here we go. I'll put it up here again for you. But it's really the epiphany, right, of that higher knowing, the understanding and the connection with your higher self, with the divine, with your guides, however you call it, whatever name you put on it, really doesn't matter. But it's that connection and deepening that connection. And so we go through this cycle of deepening that connection from time to time. You probably noticed, I've been in a very recent, very significant deepening in the last couple of months, actually the last 6 months of my relationship with my guides. And then it took on a whole new dimension within the last 30 to 35 days, where I, at this point, when you come to these cycles and you get around the bend, so to speak, you're like, I don't know how I could be more committed. I just don't. And yet, when the cycle repeats itself, there is a way to become more committed. So And that comes back to the great big love card, because the great big love, yes, sure, it's about falling in love with life and building that heart coherence, right? That heart resonance. But it's also the love that you feel for your guidance, right? For your spirit team or God or all that is, or the universe, or whatever name you want to put on it. It is a deepening of the devotion and the commitment to that as well. And then, of course, the out of the ordinary takes on a new level. And so we deepen and deepen and deepen as we go through cycles in this. Okay. And it's really interesting. And I'll talk more about this in the coming weeks, because my guides are giving me information about how cyclical this pattern really is, and how we can dissect it and understand it and know where we're at in the cycle. Because it's great when you feel the great big love, right? And when you feel that out of the ordinary and you're connecting with spirit, that feels good. And the burst of magic feels good. But there's the other side of the cycle too, which sometimes feels not quite as good. And when it feels not quite as good, if you're like me, you might have a tendency to be like, well, shit, I guess I didn't do much after all. I guess I haven't up-leveled, or whatever you want to call it, even though there's no really no up-leveling. There's more of a deepening and a deeper understanding and a deeper connection. But we feel like maybe we lost some of that when we get to the other side of the cycle. The truth is we haven't. It's just part of the process. So there's going to be more coming on that here in the coming weeks and months, and especially as we get close to wrapping up Shift and I get that ready to go in for some editorial review, the first round of editorial review. But this is like these three cards are like the top of the cycle. And then we will come full circle, right? But just know, no matter where you're at in the cycle, you're still on the cycle, because it's natural. It's the way things are, especially for those of us who have committed to our spiritual development. And even when it doesn't feel comfortable and we're questioning, what the hell are we doing? What the hell have I learned? Have I learned anything over 30 years? You know, like you may be questioning that like I do sometimes. What the hell am I doing here? That is part of the process, and it is a necessary part of the process, as is some of the painful things that we go through. They are absolutely foundational to the cycle. So keep that in mind. Stick a pin in that, because there is more coming very, very soon. All right, chickadees, for now, just know that we're at one part of the cycle where we have great big love, and we nurture and develop that love from our heart chakra. And then we couple that with our pineal gland, getting that going, but also then really looking at beyond the ordinary and connecting at a deeper level. And then also the burst of magic, which is where we see the results of that. So, all right, chickadees, that's it for today. Thank you for being part of our community. I love you all very much, and we will see you back here tomorrow. Mwah.